Within your third dimensional experience, events play out before you on the world stage that, when viewed with the third dimensional eye, create confusion, fear, and the feeling of being surrounded by chaos. When one views their reality as holding order and structure, yet before them they see disarray and total disorder, this creates what we may refer to as mild trauma. And in some cases, this may manifest as severe trauma, although this is most rare. The third dimensional individual strives for order and control within their lives. They strive for that which makes them feel happy, complete, and whole. Yet the total focus upon separation within the third dimension continually blocks the ability to find happiness, completeness, and wholeness. Yet moments of happiness have indeed been found for those who move away from total immersion within the illusion of separation. Love of family, specifically love of their children and love of their family pets, moves them into a momentary unification, leading to the opening of the heart. When third dimensional individuals see chaos, disintegration, and lack of integrity upon the world stage, their confusion moves beyond the question, why is this happening, into, how can this be allowed to happen? This pushes them away from trusting an outside source into trusting self, for that is the only place they can go. They unify with other third dimensional thinking individuals in the hope they may find answers. This leads them either into fear, or it begins a process of integration of self. The original reasons for the deliberate presentation of chaos on the world stage is exactly for that reason, to push the third dimensional individuals into integration of self by holding up a mirror, by showing the third dimensional individuals that which they are not. These original reasons come from the perspective of a much higher dimension than the third, and are intentions that come from extraterrestrial sources, if you will. As the focus for these original reasons moved down the frequencies, the separation between those who need the mirror and those who show the mirror became wider and wider, generating a self-perpetuating cycle of polarization. Third density is now in a state of absolute transformation and is very much in the process of moving into what we would term geological fourth density. This is a crystalline structure rather than a carbon-based structure. The process has propelled your planet Earth into a section of space that energetically creates dimensional transformation within planetary and human structure. Or rather, we could say that the section of space itself has created the process of density realignment or dimensional restructuring. These are both one and the same from our perspective. They occur simultaneously. The shifting into the energetic fourth dimension is now well and truly actualized upon your planet. When viewing these new energetics from the old energies or from the third dimensional perspective, one will see chaos. Yet the chaos one sees upon the world stage is not natural and organic, but orchestrated. This may have been appropriate for the third density frequency and the strong polarity needed in order for those who need the mirror to make their choice between a service to others vibration and a service to self vibration. Yet the transformation of density into a much lighter field, if you will, lessens the need for polarity at this intensity. Whilst polarity and polarization is still a feature of your new energetic, your new density, it is not of the same heavy nature of the third dimension. Therefore, now, upon your planet, The call has been put out, reaching critical mass point at your spring or autumn equinox point, March equinox, of a lesser magnetic within the polarity fields upon Earth. The magnetic field, as it raises in frequency, creates a new polarization, much stronger in its unification. The separation is vastly lessened. Therefore, things must come to a head, if you will. Whilst those who function at the higher tiers of the service to self structure are aware of the call, they remain so heavily polarized within the service to self energy that they do all they can to remain within heavy third dimensional polarization in order to construct a negatively polarized reality for themselves. Therefore, presenting a chaotic picture upon the world stage, delivering what we may term mild trauma to the inhabitants of third density Earth on a wide scale, remains the last clutches, if you will, of a failing structure, whose original intent, balanced though it may have been at its seed point, is no longer needed. It has served its purpose. Whilst the third dimensional individuals are continuously presented with a reality that shatters their own worldview, causing them to struggle to maintain equilibrium, the majority of the fourth and all the fifth dimensional individuals are seeing clearly the truth of the new reality. The fourth dimensional individuals are aware that all is not as it seems, and they may remain within a polarization of viewpoint, although this will be based on a higher form of reasoning within themselves than those within the third dimension. They do not look simply at people or groups of people and their words and actions, or indeed at their falsely presented words and actions. They look at conceptual ideology and use magic, if you will, within their analysis of reality. These individuals are at an advantage to the third dimensional individuals, for they are already embracing the new energetic structure. The fifth dimensional individuals are able to step away from the heavy polarization of the third dimension and look behind the scenes towards the true picture of reality. They see clearly and use a combination of balanced logic and reasoning with high-level intuition. These individuals are the starseeds and light workers amongst you. These individuals are those who answered the call, and they are the neutralization to the original seed of heavy polarization. If the service to self families are here to show you that which you are not, then the service to others' families, and indeed they too are a family, are here to show you that which you are. Those truly embracing fifth dimensional structure do not engage in polarized action, but instead guide you, and stand to catch you when you fall, to heal you when you are suffering, and to find you when you are lost. Indeed, they show you how to catch, heal, and find yourselves. They are the counter move to the original seed of darkness. They are the neutralization of negative energy fields, and they are the equal and opposite reaction to the action. We are aware that those who hear our words are indeed these light workers and starseeds we speak of, although some of you are only just becoming aware of who and what you are. We say to you now, can you see the reality that plays out before you? Do you see the light within humanity who stand for fairness, justice, and honor? Yes, indeed, they operate behind the scenes at the moment, yet they are there, and they are there in strength. What occurs on your planet now is unprecedented, and the crescendo builds on a daily basis as you approach the March equinox date. We say to you now, if you hear our words, give your light to those who stand before you as a beacon of truth within a sea of untruths. We say to you, lend your energies and your powerful frequencies through your hearts and minds to those who appear on the surface to stand alone. We say to you, starseeds of Earth, healers of the Most High, priests of Atlantis, royal princesses and princes of the true bloodline of light. Surround those who are active within the great revealing with your supportive and magical strength through the unconditional love and projection of your expansive DNA fields, so that they may swim through the weeds of entrapment and false projections and find that which is true, so that they may find the core of truth and witness the change before their very eyes. Indeed, so you may swim through the weeds of entrapment and false projections and find that which is true, so that you may find the core of truth and witness the change before your very eyes. You shall live through this change, this transformation of the ages. It occurs before you now. This moment, the culmination of your incarnation, the very reason you are here, the event you are not only to witness, but to partake within, indeed to lead within. Starseeds, we say to you, you are leaders. It is your very reason for being. We say to you, lead now. For your third dimensional brothers and sisters need you now if they are to bask in the glory of what is to come, as you shall do. Hold their hands and assist them. Lead them into the new golden age and the new planetary density, indeed into the new earth which awaits them. You who see this new earth, and you who currently live upon it, even whilst you bask in the bliss of neutrality, and therefore unity, you are not indifferent, you are most involved, for you are the higher tiers of the service to others structure. You are the equal and opposite reaction to their action. Now is the time to thank the equal and opposing brotherhood for their service, and release them from their contract. For now, you are ready to move back into the Garden of Eden, armed with the knowledge of creation and the innocence of the original souls. Stand strong, starseeds, stand strong as you deliver the alchemical codes to Earth and humanity, so they may be liberated, realized, and polarized. Embrace the downloads and the upgrades as they pour into your consciousness and activate the memories of all that you are. You are doing so well. Remember your training, starseeds. Hold fast to faith, forgiveness, gratitude, love, knowing and being. For you are liberated, realized and polarized, and your new earth is here and now. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. What is the Matrix? Who are the Masters? I, Magenta Pixie, am so very pleased to present my first book, channeled from my guidance system that I refer to as the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. Discover the true story of our origins as an energy system, how we lost the original template for our destiny, and how we are now in the process of remembering those lost codes. Learn how humanity may reclaim the sovereignty which is rightfully ours, bringing us back into wholeness, integration, and full understanding of who we are, what we are, why we are here, and what we are here to do. Spirituality, metaphysics, and science merge as the sacred geometry, known as the language of light, is downloaded and decoded. The realization and activation of these ancient codes for a new dawn of man is an alchemical process available to us all. Now is the time that collectively we move forward into a fully conscious ascension and embrace the new archetype of Master of the Matrix.